Morning.
Welcome back now to the news in detail. Taraba State Governor Agbu Kefa says his leadership and that of Rivers State governors in the life prioritize listening to the people and making decisions that serve public interest. Governor Kefa said this during the commissioning of the reconstructed Okania, Ogbogoro, Igbaraja and Imbolba roads today. He also commended Governor Fubara for his commitment to the welfare of Rivers people.
Me and my brother, we share certain things together. We don't talk too much, we act. We use our ears to listen to the cry of the people and respond accordingly. So I want to thank you for what you are doing for the good people, especially the poor people, even in difficult times.
In his remarks, Governor Fubara assured that efforts would be made to immediately rehabilitate community schools and hospitals in the areas. He also said that the interests of the people remain a top priority in his administration.
Government is about the people. Government is knowing, understanding, and seeing what you can do to make life easy for your people. I want to say that a few things were mentioned here. The issue of the school and the issue of the hospital. I feel very, very bad because I know when you mentioned it that day, I immediately directed the Commissioner for Special Acting. And whatever it is, I sure we will look into that matter immediately. What we will continue to do is to make sure that the problem, the interests of our people are topmost in our list.
Meanwhile, some residents of Ogbogoro have appealed to the Rivers State Governor to address several challenges that continue to affect their daily lives. In an interview with our correspondent, they spoke on the need for potable water and electricity supply, amongst others.
We need light, also street light.
That's it that we need there is water and these other internal roads that at least when you are going, for example, now you can see here, you can see Star Heights International School. The entrance to it is still bad. If governor can be able to, all those other places linking to this major road now is, and even this other road, pipeline roads.
Anything that is remaining now, look at this, our entrance and other pipeline road and other little road that they were looking at, that should help us and complete those one also, and street lights and water. Cornerstone road, very, very important.
But the only thing I want to say is that other link roads that have been lingering for a long time.
The Ogbogoro residents, however, commended the state governor for the reconstructed Okania, Ogbogoro, Igbaraja and Imbolba roads that was commissioned today. They said the reconstructed road will bring development to the area.
We are so happy that at the end of the day we have a good road. Because I knew when I newly parked in here, the road was so bad. I was even thinking of going back to town. But my husband said, no, just wait. That because I know that there'll be a time when this road will be fine. And today, our honorable governor, Fubara Sip, have done it for us. We are so happy, we are so delighted. And we know that in time comes,
God will continue to bless him more and more in Jesus' name. We are so excited that Sim did this road for us. In fact, Star Heights, we are very, very happy. And our prayer will reach him, we work for him.
We help this community to grow. Even with the help of this road now that he has done, I think development will come into this community very well as from January.
Moving on, some prospective tenants in Port Harcourt are calling on the Rivers State government to regulate the activities of landlords and property agents in the state to curb their excesses. Speaking to our correspondent, they raised concern over the high demand by landlords and agents who often require tenants to pay up to 2 years rent in advance before securing accommodation. Some of the areas they mentioned include Woji, Stadium Road, Rumibekwe, Peter Alderley, Rumumasi, Ada George, among others.
They are asking for 2 years plus charges. Everything is getting up to 5-something million. So you eventually see a house that they are willing to take house hunting for 3-4 months. Everybody will not see that money easily like that to pick.
Who are the people responsible for regulating the exorbitant amount paid for rent?
Recently, a lawyer leaving Jamala said it's not against the law for a landlord to make certain conditions, as it is subject to the consent of the prospective tenant. Mr. Jamala, however, said it is a law for house agents to for 10% as well.
Agents have now moved on the value, for an example, to look for children from after every money or depends amounts to 1 million. The law requires that I pay 5% of the end tax paid, and we not live in the enforcement of a
Elsewhere, the administration defended the of property, the FED, saying he's swayed by blackmail. The minister said during the distribution of additional vehicles to the agencies at the FCTA Secretariat in Abuja today.
We are not afraid of blackmail. In fact, you can't be in this kind of position. You say you will not be black. This will not be fast to go to heaven. We'll stop anybody who thinks that the government land for whatever we without formal approval.
Earlier, during plenary today, the Senate directed that structures marked for demolition in the FCT that are not ordered by the courts should not be tampered with until its committee meets with the minister. They also asked the committee to invite Mr. Wike to explain the reasons behind the demolitions. In the meantime, a socio-political group, the New Associates, has described the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike as a rock star to the people of Rivers State. Speaking at a press conference, chairman of the organizing committee for a public lecture commemorating the FCT minister's birthday, Senator George Sekibo, said the event aims to showcase the achievements of the former governor. He said Nyesom Wike during his time as governor impacted the lives of Rivers people other than any other governor of Rivers State.
But I believe that our celebration is to showcase our leader that he has done well. Infrastructurally, human capital development, health sector development, education sector development, and all-round development, including touching our personal lives. That everywhere he was in the state. But having gone to the national level, he has done extremely, even better than what he did when he was in Rivers State. So I believe that the guest lecturer will be able to put things together towards this direction, and then teach the people.
Senator George Sekibo, speaking on behalf of the New Associates, said the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike is the pride of the nation, not just for Rivers people.
You will agree with me from 1970 till before Nyesom came in. We had about 2 or 3 flyovers in the whole state, 1 bridge in the whole state. But he's coming in a load just for 4 years, his second time in office. He built 12 flyovers. I think that is good enough. He will also agree with me that when he was here as governor, there was peace among the people of Rivers State. There was harmony. People were moving together, doing things together. One thing that maybe we were doing to impress the Rivers people, and by the grace of God, the president found him worthy and appointed him as the minister for the Federal Capital Territory.
Senator Sekibo therefore called on Rivers people, irrespective of their tribe and ethnicity, to join in the celebration of Nyesom Wike. Moving on, 2 men identified as Menwe Nnamdi James and Ekele Okorogba have been arraigned before a magistrate court in Port Harcourt on 2 count charges bordering on false information to the police. The men were arraigned by the State Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, of the Rivers State Police Command before Senior Magistrate Wobiasi Akani. They had on 17th November allegedly informed the police that the Public Relations Officer of Igbo Akko Youth Congress, Hector Ekatkita, was responsible for the killing of a motorcycle rider known as Godstime Innocent in Auda East local government area. When the charges were read before them in court, they pleaded not guilty. Senior Magistrate Akani then granted them bail with 1 surety each in like sum of 500,000 naira, and also directed that the surety must have verifiable means of livelihood and an address. The case was adjourned to the 21st of January 2025 for hearing. Also, Justice Margaret Okpara of the Rivers State High Court will on Tuesday 17 December deliver judgment on the murder trial of Wontambari Tao for the alleged killing of an 8-year-old minor Idibari in Bori, Kana, local government area of Rivers State. The incident reportedly happened during a church vigil in Obori. Mr. Tao is facing a 4-count charge of sexual abuse, exploitation of a child, unlawful sexual intercourse with a child, and murder. He pleaded not guilty to all the charges. We'll go for another quick commercial. When we do return, the rest of the news. Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. President Bola Tinubu will present the 2025 appropriation bill to the National Assembly on Tuesday next week. The Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, announced this during plenary today. Former process coordinator of Port Harcourt Refinery, Tony Walia, has explained why the refinery may be completely shut down. This comes amid ongoing uncertainty about its operations and production capacity, even after reports of its resumption. But Mr. Walia, in an interview with correspondent Ibiru Wari, said the speculation that the refinery is not working optimally does not mean that it has stopped production.
Even when the refineries work optimally, one of the plants may not be working. Doesn't mean the refinery is not working. The other section will be working, but the crude comes with crude distillation unit. The only area that the refinery will be completely done is if possible the crude distillation unit is not working, because it is when the crude has been distilled that you get other products. So if that plant is not working, every other plant will shut down. The utility system is not working. It means you cannot generate steam to run those turbine pumps. So the utility must work. If the utility is not working, it means you don't have air in the refinery, and air controls the control valves in all the units.
The former process coordinator, while speaking on factors responsible for blending of products that take place in the refinery, also clarified that there is nothing bad in blending products.
Even when we are refinery, we blend product. We have what we call separator, where all the product that drops in the refinery go to one place, separate it from water. At a point, you bring those separated products, you bring that mixture, blend it with crude, and send it to the fractionator for proper refining again. So that nothing lost, nothing in refinery is waste. Even the water can be reprocessed and you can use it. You blend product, you mix one product to the other, and refine it properly becomes what you want. What we call product naphtha. blend it with SROG, straight run gasoline, raise the octane number, you get fuel. Even when you get these two products, you still send it to a blending unit where you put dye. That's why you see color of fuel red.
We'll go for another quick commercial. When we return, we'll take a look at the foreign scene. All right, on the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden has issued presidential pardon to 39 Americans convicted of non-violent crimes and commuted to sentences of nearly 1,500 other people. The White House described it as the most acts of presidential clemency issued in a single day. The U.S. Constitution decrees that the president has the broad power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. President Biden said those pardoned had shown successful rehabilitation and commitment to making their communities stronger and safer. On the news this evening, you heard Governor Fubara has reiterated that his administration's top priority is the interest of Rivers people. Prospective tenants in Port Harcourt want the activities of landlords and property agents regulated. The Senate has ordered a probe into the demolition of structures in the FCT. President Bola Tinubu will present the 2025 budget next week. On the foreign scene, U.S. President issues 39 presidential pardons, commutes over 1,000 sentences. The news was edited by Constance Irele Mega. To reach the news teams in an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Kalada Kurubatubo. Good evening.